What's good, my people? It's always a pleasure to sit here before you to host the program, Ladies Talk Tech. My name is Chinatu Oji, and as usual, we talk about science, we talk about health, we talk about everything that has to do with the advancement of women in Africa. And today, we're having an important conversation on women, wholeness, and wellness. We'll be exploring what it truly means for women to be whole, healthy, and supported in a fast-paced world like we have today. I have a guest who'll be joining me, but you'll meet her after the break. Stay with us.
Getting online anywhere on Earth is becoming a reality. SpaceX's Starlink already has over 6,000 satellites in orbit, serving more than 3 million subscribers as of mid-2025. OneWeb, Amazon's Project Kuiper, and China's Huawei constellation are racing to expand coverage too. These networks are targeting rural areas, disaster zones, and developing countries where laying fiber is too costly. But they also raise new challenges, like orbital congestion and light pollution affecting astronomy. By 2026, satellite internet will be more than a backup. It will be part of everyday global infrastructure.
Drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. We are back now like we never left. Joining me today to have this very important conversation is no other than the beautiful Ando Uche, who is a seasoned public servant who has lived and served with purpose for over 40 years of her life, with a life marked by compassion and commitment. She brings care and intentionality into every role that she has embraced. She's a poet at heart and advocate by calling. She's deeply empathetic and resilient. She uses her words, service, and faith to inspire hope. Above all, she's a devoted messenger of Christ, committed to living out love, service, and truth in everyday life. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please clap for my beautiful guest. It's so good to have you. And
Thank you. I'm honored to be.
What does wholeness mean to you? When you hear the word wholeness, what does it mean to you?
Okay, thank you. Permit me to narrow it to our Nigeria context.
Yeah,
I'm not going... I'm a Nigerian. I've lived all my life in Nigeria, so I'll talk about it where I am. So wholeness for me is not just looking at somebody physically and saying that the person is okay. It goes far beyond that. It's mental, spiritual, your mind, everything about you should be okay. Total wellness, let's say like that. You know, in Nigeria, they say things like, she did try, as long as she did try, she did okay. She be strong woman. You know, all those kind of things. And strong women don't break. That's not wholeness. There are women that are really very strong physically, but their mental state is whacked. In fact, they are mad. That they are putting on clothes.
You know, people say that few are mad, many are mad, but few are roaming.
Exactly.
So
that's it.
The difference is that not everybody's just moving around naked.
At all. That's not wholeness. So their self-esteem has been damaged. In fact, a lot of women have this esteem problem. It started from our homes. That's how we brought up. As a girl, you have a brother. You're even senior to the brother. Do you understand? Your mother will wake you up to come and wash plates and do the chores while the boy is sleeping.
So are you saying that gender bias also has a thing to play with being
100%.
Oh.
But let's not delve into that.
Okay.
Let's not go into that, but I think it does. In fact, and it is prevalent in Nigeria, our society, where we grew up. It has damaged a lot of women, knowingly or unknowingly. That's it. So a lot of women are not whole. For the fact that you're married, you have children, or you're working, you go to ShopRite, you do shopping, you laugh with friends, doesn't make you whole.
So at what point can I say I am whole then as a woman? So I have my life going, I have a good job, I'm married, I have children, I have my business going, I can take all the trips I want to take. And, you know, Nigeria is favoring me and my family. At what point then can I say I am whole as a woman?
Okay. When you reach the point, that limit that you can tell yourself, how am I doing spiritually? Am I okay? You assess yourself. Am I okay? At least not 100, maybe 99.9%. Am I okay spiritually? How is my mental health? Do you understand? Am I okay mentally? Do I let things get into me? Do I soliloquize often? Am I afraid of the society? Those are kind of mental issues. Everybody is a threat to you. Just know that your brain don't decolo. So, am I okay? Are my emotions okay? How is my self-esteem? Can I stand up for myself? Do you get? Am I okay as a person? My self-worth, is it okay? Am I deserving of every good thing? Do I need somebody to define me? So many people are defined by marriage. So many women. So when you get to that point that you see that you don't need nobody to define you, you are okay, your self-worth is tech, you're deserving of every good thing, you are balanced totally. That's where you know you're whole. And spiritually too.
I was going to clap for that, because you've raised very salient points. And as people in Nigeria, it's so sad to see that we make a lot of definitions by material things, by things that are just addendums to our life. So it's good to come to a place where we realize that to be whole means you have your self-esteem in check, you have your life in check, you have your choices in check, and nothing outside of you is defining you. I like that combo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, my next question to you will be, how can women balance their mental, their physical, their spiritual, and even their physical well-being, especially in environments that are not encouraging? So you see, women who are supposed to thrive, and then they have to deal with some environments that are toxic. You spoke about marriage. How can I now balance it imagine I was in a toxic space, whether as a marriage or as a compound. Maybe it's just my neighbors are making life unbearable for me as a woman. How can I find a balance regardless?
Okay.
I like the way you say okay. It's like, wow.
Firstly, let me tell you one thing Nigerian women believe. They believe they can do everything. They are superheroes. They are superhumans.
Strong women.
That's it.
I
can
like
do everything. Thank you.
Strong woman.
Meanwhile, remember they say we are the weaker vessels. So how will a weaker vessel become strong? I don't know. Take you back to even the Bible. What did the Bible say? He said, cast your anxieties, cast your worries, bring them to me. God knows we can't carry it all. And that's what he's calling us to bring, but not for the Nigerian women. Growing up, we're made to understand that, no, you wash plates, you go to the market, you cook, you wash the clothes, in fact, you do everything.
It made you a virtuous woman.
What nonsense, but
because those are the same things where people say, and you know that time they'll say, if you're not doing this thing well, how will you do in your husband's house? Because the preparation is not even for your life. It is for your husband.
That's where we've gotten it all wrong.
No.
You need to get to a point that you know your limits.
Yeah.
There's a limit to everything. The Bible says that moderation is the key word. Anything you do that is in excess, it becomes a problem. You need to get to your limit and say to yourself, I have gotten to my limit. I can't do this anymore. I need to rest. Prayer is good though, don't get me wrong, but rest, you can't take it out. You need to rest. You need to tell yourself, you need to pamper yourself. You need to be taken care of. What happens if a woman just lounge and the man does all the washing of clothes and all that? Is the earth going to fall down? Or with the earth end? I don't understand. Where is it like written in a law that it must be a woman?
And the interesting thing is that some of these things can be outsourced. Let me give you a gist. Something is currently trending on Twitter where a man took his wife. He said they are going on a staycation. So took her to some country, paid flight and everything. And then they get into this space. This man takes up her box and she opens it. What's this man bringing out? Coolers of food. Loi, as in fufu. Like food and stuff that she had packed. So they paid for vacation. But you had time to cook all this food. And
who made the food?
And she did.
So, where's the balance?
So I'm trying to just tilt towards what you were saying about how women want to be too strong.
And she's a Nigerian woman,
yes.
Right? That's it. It is from our roots.
Yeah.
It's just inbuilt. And until our minds are renewed, there's no wholeness. Out of 100 women you're seeing, it's only 2 that are whole. Because in this our society, it's all about pleasing the men. Everything you do is for a man. If you're not married, it's a problem in our society. I've heard people saying things like, you've achieved so much, but you need a crown on your head. And I was like, crown? What kind of crown? Am I a princess? Am I a queen? I don't understand crown. Do you know what the crown is?
No.
A man.
Oh.
I'm not married now, so I need a crown.
Okay.
A man, I need to be married. The man is the crown. Do you understand? I am not meant to be defined by any man. I don't need a crown. In fact, I'm already a royal priesthood, a chosen nation, a peculiar person. God has given me the crown I need. When the time comes to get married, I will get married, but that is not what is defining me. And when I get married, I know my limits. I know that, see, me self too, I need rest, Oga. I need to, just sometimes you should cook. Just sometimes you should clean. Or sometimes we should just go out and do the eating and whatever outside. It's not all the time. You will not kill me, oh. You're not going to kill me. I got my money, baby.
Let me ask you the next question, which is still about societal expectation. In what ways does this societal expectation impact women's wellness and wholeness? Society expects women to do a lot of things. So how does that come to play? Does it rob the woman of achieving her lifelong potential, or does it make her stuck? What does it do for a woman?
I think we've already been seeing them already. Do you get? In some cases, in like maybe 80%, it limits the woman from achieving what she's supposed to achieve. It's only on very rare cases like the Chimamandas and the rest that they were well exposed. If you check their background, they were well exposed. But for some of us, that our great-grandfathers, our mothers, everything here, it limits our achievements. You know why? Because our society believes that a woman lives for the man. You're nothing without a man. Take, for example, our mothers. We saw how they suffered. These women were intelligent women, or I say were because they are retired. They are not dead, but retired. But during their youthful years, they were really intelligent women that would have achieved better things than our dads could ever achieve. But because they had this notion that they couldn't be, how will I put it? They couldn't achieve more than their husbands. They were just there doing nothing than cooking and washing and cleaning and taking care of children. I don't know if you get it.
Sure.
So if they were given equal opportunity or better opportunities, let me not say equal opportunities, I think the sky wouldn't have even been their starting point. Like my mother, very intelligent woman. But where is she today? She retired as just a level 14 officer. I don't know if you get.
It could have been more.
It could have been more. Look at me. I'm already an assistant director in my office. So my mother would have been more than that. But because she was limited by societal norms, she couldn't fly.
How can we break those norms today? And I'm talking 2026. I'm talking 21st century. What can we do now? We've seen these errors in the past. What can we do? And I want you to speak, even as a woman, then speak for the men, then speak for
the men?
The society. Yes, because we have a role to play here. We can't take it away from them. Do you know that sometimes you hear women make some statement that you will not even hear men make? A woman will even be done to tell you, you have to calm down, no. You're too ambitious for a woman. Are you sure a man will see you?
You're correct.
That's a woman. So it's not that she wants to say that, but she's probably had a grooming that, that's the right thing to say. You have to be like this.
It's already inbuilt.
It's inbuilt. So even that woman needs counseling. And so I think even the men need that too. So what do you want to say about how do we break those stereotypes?
I think in this course of discussion, we've already mentioned it, until we get to a point that we renew our minds. And how do you really renew your minds? You begin to ask yourself some questions like, what are the things I'm enduring right now that I don't think I can endure in the next 5 years? As a woman, you ask yourself those genuine questions and you answer them genuinely. You know, what do I need? Where can I be in the next 5 years if I'm not here? You know, and things like that. You begin to renew your mind. And until that, I don't think we'll get anywhere. It starts with the mind. It begins and it ends with our minds. Thank God for the Gen Zs. Although what is wrong with the Gen Zs is entitlement behavior. But not for that. The Gen Zs are different from us. You're a Gen Z. I don't know if you're a Gen Z. You're a Gen what? They don't, in fact, you cannot wake up and tell your 5-year-old daughter to pick that plate to the kitchen. She will want to know why. There's a reason why you must tell her the reason why it should be her that will pick that plate to the kitchen when the boy is sitting down there. They question everything that we didn't do. So I think our generation is actually changing gradually. And gradually we are getting there. Because what I'm saying from the Gen Z, the Gen Alphas will be worse.
So there's a whole mindset switch that has to happen.
It's happening already,
It's happening.
but it's gradually. It's taking time.
So
Gradually.
don't you think we also need to create awareness?
And that's why we're having this talk.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We have to create awareness that a woman, being a strong woman doesn't mean you won't break. That's not what it means. It means when you break, you will come back again. But you will break. Being strong doesn't mean you take everything. You know what's happening? Women, even when they are sick, they refuse to go to the hospital because if they go to the hospital, they'll say, who will take care of my home? Who will cook for my children? Who will do this? Who will do that?
Extra concerned and very sacrificial.
We need to change all that. If you're sick, go to the hospital. What is the man doing that he cannot take care of the children? What's he doing?
I think that leads me to my next question about how women can cope with burnout culture. So you're getting burnt out and you are dying on that hill. You must do it because you are the woman. So more emphasis.
You must do it because you're the woman. Okay, when the woman dies, who will do it?
Well, another woman.
Another woman.
Then the cycle continues.
No.
Because that's what we see.
You don't have to because you're a woman. You know, you need to start asking yourself some questions. I'm a woman. Is that all it takes? Is that all I am? Is that all there is to me? I used to be, have you heard of female and more? They said I'm a female and more. That I'm a female doesn't just mean that's all there is to me. I don't know if you understand. I am more. I am supposed to be pampered. Do you understand? Yes.
Preach.
But it's true. Okay, look at it now. Let's even go back to creation. When God created Adam, was Eve there? Adam was the one that was tending the garden, taking care of the birds, the animals, and everything. What did God do? He just created Eve and just brought Eve to Adam. Take care of her, Jare. Yes, that was why the serpents could talk to her, because she was bored. She was not doing anything. So how did we change that? At what point did the woman just suddenly become the stronger one? Meanwhile, they call us the weaker vessels. How can a weaker vessel just become the stronger one that will take care of everything and she will have to do it?
I want to come in here because when they say we take care of everything, it's usually about your stay-at-home mom doing everything, but society doesn't really count all of that. All those house chores you do as a sit-at-home mom. They just see it as it is your responsibility. And that's why, because the women have so internalized that whole chore thing, it's like, oh, you must do it. They don't feel like they break down. So the man goes out to work. You feel like the man is more tired because you've been at home, burnt out, cleaning, washing, cooking. So there is not just a mindset shift. There's still the awareness gap that needs to be created.
Yeah. Being a stay-home mom is even more demanding.
That's what they don't know, and I don't know why people do not know it. It takes a lot.
A lot and a lot. You clean the home, you tidy the children, you do the dishes, you go to the market. Everything, your mental, your physical, emotional state is crushed. Then the man just comes in from one 9-to-5 job and expects you to put the water for him, run the water for him to take his bath. The meal should be on the table. I don't understand. You should put the kids to bed. I don't get it.
And this is very important because I know that I've lived in a compound where I hear the man say, and she has been home all day. I come back and she's not done with the food because all the time this man, most of the time he comes home, the wife is still struggling to cook. This man had to run a shop. She had 7 kids. Long story. So every time she struggles to come back from the market, the man gets home by 4. And she's still trying to figure out what the man will eat. So that burnout culture is a thing, but it feels as though women have been able to internalize it. So they don't even feel like they're getting burnt out. They think it is part of their being. I am a woman, so I have to go through this phase. But then the next question is about sister. We have a lot of sisterhood communities, like women, we tend to have those clusters of women together building each other. But what really happens in those circles? What really happens in those spaces? Is there really a form of community? Because other times you still hear conversations where it's like it's just a competition. It's a show of whose husband has the best car, who is driving the best shoe. It doesn't really make them whole, which is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So why then are we having this whole community thing? Why are we having them when it's not playing the role it's supposed to play?
The role is meant to play, right? Yeah, you're right. But there are some, out of 10, I can say there are maybe 3 communities as sisterhood, women helping women, that are actually doing the right thing. Like there's a platform I belong to, Fin, on WhatsApp. What it does is, it's all about women. Come to that place, air your mind, say it the way it is. Nobody's going to judge you. And what they do is, women that actually need help, maybe they need lawyers or money or something, we come together, contribute for them. And I tell you, 99 of the women that come to that platform, they come to complain of their husbands. They're all married people. No single person. In fact, the single women don't even have a problem. They're all married women. They complain from how their husbands, they do everything, the man is not appreciating. Some, what they call it, abuse, domestic abuse. Some of them, their self-esteem is tarnished. They can't even speak for themselves. Do you get? So these platforms are there, and they create more awareness. They don't tell you leave your husband, but they tell you wake up. Wake up. The final decision lies on you. Exactly. Yeah. I can't tell you what to do. Wake up. You're not lazy. You shouldn't be in a surviving mood. No. You should live life. Don't just be surviving. That's not the life God gave you. God gave you this life to thrive and do great things, isn't it? So why are you just allowing one man? Don't get me wrong. We're not saying marriage is not good. That's not what we are saying. But in our society, they've given men so much power over women, which is not meant to be.
So much so that men think that they do women a favor by
marrying them. That is it. You're not doing nobody a favor. In fact, the women are doing you the favor. Because by the time they bring children into the world, they give you your name continues, isn't it? They are feeding you 24/7, doing your laundry. What are you doing for them now? It's just to give them children. There are some women that they're the ones that pay the house rents. They pay the children's school fees.
And they come out and lie. They say no.
It's my husband. They're the ones. So we're trying to say you're more as a woman. Don't just run on that mode of I'm just surviving. No. Advise yourself. There's a level you get to. You have to be the one to speak to yourself and tell yourself, it don't do. It's okay. I need to be something more. I need to do something more. I did not come to this life just to, wait on others.
True.
And that's it. So we have platforms like that. But women naturally, we are all about competition. Until we stop competing with each other, we can't really help ourselves more. That's the truth.
I like that part. Until we as women stop competing with each other, we cannot really help ourselves. Now, my next question to you is, do you think trauma and past experiences have a role to play in how women, perceive themselves?
Of course.
Okay.
I think a lot. There are a lot of women that have not healed from trauma. In fact, they don't even know they went through trauma. Because some of them don't even understand what trauma is. Nobody have ever taught them that. Some of them have not even understood that. The way you grew up, the experiences you had, the way you were beaten, you understand, the kind of food you ate while growing up, all those things can lead to trauma. And it's somewhere hidden in your mind, somewhere. You just kept them there. So they don't even understand that they've not healed. And they just, take that in their everyday life. And it's affecting them. It's limiting them a lot. Some of them, their self-esteem has been damaged. I've seen a woman that, In fact, she's so intelligent, more intelligent than, I don't want to say that myself though, but then she can't even speak. She's timid, she's withdrawn. I don't know, she's always shy, kind of. But if she can break out of that, she'll fly. So maybe growing up, something happened somewhere that's...
Still have voice.
Exactly. And you know, in Nigeria, another thing we do, we don't believe in counseling. We need to, most of us women, we need to sit down with a professional to talk about our inner problems. But we don't believe in that here. If you're going to see a professional, or they'll tell you, are you sick? You want to spend money? What can she tell you?
You want to see a therapist.
They don't even understand.
Not gone mad.
Thank you. So we don't have those kind of whatever, yeah. We don't believe in it. So a lot of us have trauma and we take them in our everyday life and it's affecting us.
Great.
Yeah.
We've been having this interesting conversation with the beautiful Andu. We'll have to go on a break now. I'm sure you're learning a thing or two, but we have more for you on the other side. Stay with us.
What else again?
Number 3, sustainable tech and green computing. With data centers now consuming around 1 to 1.5% of the world's electricity, efficiency has become critical. Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are racing to power their data centers with renewable energy, while chip makers like NVIDIA and AMD are optimizing for performance per watt. Carbon capture startups are using AI to scale up efficiency, and researchers are designing fully recyclable electronics. In 2024, Microsoft announced it had achieved 100% renewable energy coverage for its global operations. By 2026, green computing will no longer be optional. It'll be baked into how the tech industry operates.
Welcome back. We've been talking women, wellness, and wholeness. I'm sure you've been having a great time with this conversation right here on Idea TV for the program Ladies Talk Tech. Back to my guest. My next question to you is, what everyday practices can women, do to ensure that they are living a whole life? Think about time, think about resources as limited factors. So what can we do every day to ensure that we are well, we are whole, and we're happy?
Okay.
I mean, if you can speak in pidgin, you can speak in French.
Of course, I will speak pidgin.
Okay.
Well, I hear a lot of women say things like, please, let's go to spa. Let me go and relax. You understand? Or let's take a vacation and all that. That's not the only way. You see this rest. Rest now, rest. Whether you just sit down for 2 minutes, now rest. Or you just take a break and walk around your house. That's the rest. You don't have to necessarily go to spa or take a vacation, before, all this little, you're answering your call in your home, you're just walking around, you're relaxed. That's a practice you can actually imbibe. I do that a lot. And I have a timer on my phone. Sometimes it will tell me you walked around 100 times while answering the call. It's very relaxing. Do you get? It takes a lot of stress off you. You can actually read. I'm in a book club. You can actually join one of those clubs. Maybe once a week you go there. Relax. Read books. Books are very interesting. They are very relaxing. That's the truth. It's not all the time you should be on your phone. But do whatever makes you happy anyway. That thing that gives you that ease, do it. If it's your phone, you play music. You just drop it. Just listen. And just relax yourself. Eat good food.
But then again, the thing with phone is, don't you think it could, it's a facade. How do I explain this now? So it takes away from the reality. When you get addicted to phone, imagine that you have to scroll the whole day on your phone. You're not in touch with reality. So what if that's what makes me happy? But then I'm now addicted to the phone.
Addiction is a bad thing on its own. Nobody said you should get addicted to your phone, baby. But then, what I'm trying to say is, maybe there's a particular music on Spotify that makes you happy.
Play it.
You go Always play it. Yes, put it on repeat. Me, I put it on repeat, and you don't have to necessarily hold the phone. You just put it on repeat and you drop your phone somewhere, and it's just easing off the tension. It's just making you relax. Don't get addicted to anything. Addiction is bad. That's why you say a lot of people get addicted to their friends, or drugs, or movies. And when those things are not there, what happens? They become sad and withdrawn and depressed. That's not wholeness. Addiction is not wholeness. When you know you're whole is when you're not addicted to anything. You see this phone? I can leave this phone for the whole day without touching it. And I don't even know I have a phone. I don't know if you get, but there are people that the Gen Z, my nephew, he can't do without this phone. If you take it from him, it's a problem. That's addiction, and it's bad. So that boy is not well. I keep telling him every day, you're not well. Because you're addicted to your phone. So addiction on its own is bad. We should try not to get addicted to anything. Just create your own happiness. I can stay in my house for 1 week. I'm not missing anybody. You know me now. I'm not missing anybody. I don't even want to see anybody. I'm okay in my own environment. When I want to go out, I go out. I don't know if you get. Just do your own things. Make yourself happy. Be you. Be yourself. Don't let anything define you. Be it friends, husband, your job, your car, your phone. You can name it.
Okay. So would that be all for the practices?
Yeah. I think that should be all. And many more. You can add now. Okay. But then I just want to leave this line that says, Nigerian women are not weak. They are tired of surviving systems that demand strength but deny support.
So I feel like it should be a mantra that we have to say. So can we say that again?
Nigerian women are not weak.
Okay.
They are tired of surviving systems that demand strength but deny support.
Okay. So before we wrap up the show, we'll have to say that together so the women can catch. But right now, it's time for our Tech Quick Bite. Are you ready? The rule is simple. As soon as I drop the question, you just pick it. I know you are not ready for this. I know.
It's okay.
So it's simple. It's related to what we've been talking about. And my first question to you is, what does being whole mean to you in one word?
Mean to me? Complete wellness.
One word. So let's take
complete.
That again. Good. We have to take that again because it has to give the fire.
One word.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So my first question to you is, what does being whole mean to you in one word?
Complete.
Next. What's your go-to reset when your energy is low?
Take that again. What did you say?
What's your go-to reset when your energy is low?
Rest.
Good. Rest or routine? Which one do you struggle with more? Routine. One wellness habit you're still working on? Any?
Nah, let me see. I'm complete.
You're truly complete. I'm just going to say that. You're truly complete. Okay, so what makes you feel more like you again? What is that one thing that makes you feel most like you again?
The one thing that makes me feel most like me again is me. It's just me being Ando. This Ando that's sitting down here makes me feel like me again.
I think this has to be one of the best ladies talk tech I've had. I've had so much opportunity to learn, not just have a conversation, but also learn, because there's some myths there about women wellness and wholeness that I've known for a while. But thank you for helping me trash that today. It was so good to have you. I hope that when we invite you again, it was the honors.
Anytime. I'm your girl.
Thank you so much. It was so good to speak to Ando, who is an advocate for women's wholeness, wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, otherwise. And the conversation is very rich. I want you to not just watch this, have it on replay, watch again, share with your sisters, share with your mom, share with your friend, share with all those women around you. Just help them be whole, be happy. This is why I draw the curtains. My name is Chinatu Oji. Stay safe.